Well, hey guys, my name is Tyler Stenson, and like I do with all my recordings, I wanted to talk about the meaning behind my new song, Say No More. Simply put, it's a song about how I sometimes say hurtful things to the ones I love most. That's just to say, I'm a pretty nice guy, but there are times that it just I have a high patience and again, very kind person, but there are just those times when I just kind of uh, uh, lash out needlessly, and I'll admit that. So it's kind of a pattern in my life that I've just kind of noticed. Maybe I'm competitive, maybe I'm a hothead or whatever, but uh, the pattern throughout life is, whether it's my siblings or my parents, I found myself just kind of viciously kind of, you know, cutting here and there. And then as I've gone into relationships in life, I find myself doing the same thing again to the people I love most. And so, not too long before I wrote this song, I found myself doing it to my fiance, and it's few and far between, and it's petty, but it's needless. And then at a family reunion, I found myself doing it to my sister, and I'm a 30-year-old man who doesn't need to be doing that. And so, apologetically and humbly and bashfully, I wrote this kind of tongue-in-cheek song called "Say No More," where it's really I've said too much, and I should hold on tight to my tongue, and I should just say no more, because it only does damage. So in a nutshell, that's what the song "Say No More" is about. Really, truly, how I say things I don't need to say, and it gets me in trouble. I will give a shout out or two on this song. Peter Rodeker, my friend, producer, and guitar player, he played all the instruments on this song, excluding the organ. That's Ravi Gadad. But Peter did a phenomenal job on this song. In the studio, I really just had to do. I wrote the song, and I really just kind of had to do the singing. So big shout out to Peter. Thank you so much for making this song something different, kind of a modern interpretation of my more traditional, elegant folk sound. So thank you, Peter. Another shout out goes to my brother Garrett. The phrase "bullet hitting a bullet" is kind of his moniker. It's something he coined, and he's building a little bit of a brand around. So I asked him if I could borrow it, because it was kind of the best way to describe the kind of loose cannon I can be at times. So "bullet hitting a bullet" is courtesy of Garrett Stenson. I just kind of worked it into my song. And I think my favorite moment in this song, or the process of this song, was my dog's chewing on a crinkly treat over there, so if you hear that, that's that. But I think my favorite recording moment of this song was hands down the group vocals. It's something I've never done. It's something I've never had the pleasure of doing, having a group of 10 lovely people in one studio, all just kind of doing this war cry chant of the whoa, whoa, whoas. And so that was just kind of a very surreal, proud moment where I got to kind of sit back and watch these people doing what they do best, all for the benefit of this song I wrote. So "Say No More," a kind of earnest, vulnerable song, self-realization, if you will, that I often, not often, but I too often say hurtful things to the ones I love most.